This action is the result of this landscape. In Europe, vineyards extend over 3.3 million hectares where the grapes sprout. When the grapes are still green in spring, they must be protected from a disease that affects both leaves and bunches, downy mildew, a microscopic fungus that has been combated with copper since the 19th century.
And that's the reason why the European Commission published a couple of years ago a new rule that limits the amount of copper in 28 kilos per hectare in 7 years, which means 4 kilos per hectare a year. And this is really difficult to achieve.
That's why Familia Torres and Jean Leon, we are working in several projects, also in COPPEREPLACE, in order to reduce the quantity of phytosanitary products that we use in the vineyard with the same efficiency.
A change of direction in the use of copper can start with COPPEREPLACE. Innovation is the backbone of the history of Bodega Familia Torres and Jean Leon. Its warehouses are one of the practical laboratories of this project. This is where the Polytechnic University of Catalonia tests the effectiveness of copper microcapsules, a novel system that Eurocat designed in 2020.
So our composition of our capsules are biodegradable polymers which are cross-linked with the copper cations. So these capsules are for the agriculture application to decrease the amount of the copper in the soil contamination.
Before we placed in the backpack, the product should be mixed to improve their application.
Okay, so now everything is ready. We can start with the treatment. In this experiment we have 4 different treatments. One is a copper product, conventional copper product, and 3 different microcapsules trials with 3 different copper doses. One of them is a 100% microcapsules, same dose as the conventional copper product, and then 2 treatments with a reduction of copper. One is a 70% reduced and the other is a 50% reduced.
3 nozzles at different heights are used in order to cover the entire leaf area of the vineyard.
Las aplicaciones normalmente estamos hablando entre 4, 5, 6, depende del tiempo. Si es un año muy seco, 2 aplicaciones, 3, año lluvioso. Entonces estamos hablando ya de a lo mejor 10 aplicaciones. Si con esto reducimos el cobre y mantenemos la persistencia en el viñedo, pues hombre, habremos ganado.
Once the application is finished, samples are taken from the 3 treatments and are sent to the laboratories at the Polytechnic University of Catalonia. A journey in the pursuit for alternatives to the use of copper in viticulture that has united 13 entities from 3 countries, France, Portugal and Spain, within the COPPEREPLACE project with funding of 1.6 million euros from Interreg Sudo program.
When we arrive to the labs, the first thing that we make is to weight the leaves so we can have a relationship between the weight and the leaf area. Secondly, we extract the copper, we add nitric acid and we put on a plastic pot, and we come here to the spectrometer, atomic spectrometer, to measure the quantity of copper in this sample. In the first results of this experiment, we are looking that we have a better deposition on the leaves. That means that we can reduce the copper that we applied on the vine, and we can reduce the copper that we lose into the soil.
To enjoy a glass of wine is to discover the history of a winery, the landscape of a territory, and also the research behind it. Today, it is more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Thanks to COPPEREPLACE, complying with European regulations to reduce the use of copper to 28 kilos per hectare in 7 years, is a reality.
In this moment, we have the Green Deal and the Farm to Fork strategy, and we have to collaborate to find solutions to the wine sector in order to reduce the phytosanitary treatment application in the vineyard.
Mixing those technologies, new technologies, best management practices, very well trained farmers and new developments of the microcapsules, all together we can reduce the amount of copper, we can control the soil contamination, and the most important, we can control the same, with the same levels the biological efficacy of the disease control and saving a lot of money by farmers.